Good morning, all of you. So, after a long gap, again, we will be continuing with our chapter Nursing Care for Elderly Patients, not patients, persons, or old age. So, here we will be continuing with the next topic, that is demographics of aging. So, what do you mean by demographic? So, demographic means a study of population based on factors like age, sex, and any of the factors, maybe their life, living situation, urban, rural, etc. So, according to the National Center for Health Statistics, the life expectancy has risen dramatically. And thinking about the past, it was only 47.3 years, the life expectancy. And later by 1998 onwards, the life expectancy increased to 76.7. And nowadays we reached till 80s, 90s, and 100, like goes on. So it is telling that by 2030, people older than 65 years of age will account for 22% of the world population, compared to the 2001. In 2001, it was 13%. So by the year 2030, the world population, if you are taking world population, out of world population, 22% of them will be old age persons. That means more than 65 years old. So my question is, what is the world total population? Find it out from the Google and just message me. So the changing world scenario says that we will be having more persons who will be in the age group 80s and 90s, because the past century has seen remarkable improvements in life expectancy. So it is telling that the world will have more older people than children. Sometimes it may happen. But what about this year, 2020? While we checking the accounts, we cannot say what happens. We actually, another census has to be taken place, because due to the pandemic, so many changes might be happened. Here, one thing can happen: either the number of the old age people will be, the living old age people will be go down, because most of the cases COVID-19 has been affected in old age persons, as well as the children are also affected. So we cannot say completely about the statistics, but we can predict that the number of the aged peoples will be go down. Okay, so low and middle income countries will experience the most rapid and dramatic demographic change. So you can see this table. It shows the world population trend of 60 plus years by their 1980 to 2020. It's shown in millions. So world you can see in 1980, 381 million people were aged above 60 years, and in 2020 it will be 1011. So this particular number can change. 2020's number. So this table is made by United Nations World Demographic Estimate and Projections. You can see in the case of India, in 1980 it was only 44.6, and it later, if you are seeing in 2020, this is predicted value. Okay, 2020 is predicted value 149.7 million. So why this numbers is been increasing? Why? Because the technology has been advanced, the treatment as well as the rehabilitation services are improved. That is the main reason. So aging in Indian scenario, the population above 60 years, if you are taking, 10% of these population will suffer from impaired physical mobility, and 10% is hospitalized. In case of 70 years or more than 50% suffer from it is from one or more chronic conditions. Any of the chronic conditions can be heart diseases, it can be hypertension, cancer, or diabetes, whatever chronic conditions. So this social demographic profile showing that 75% of elderly persons lives in rural area, and out of it 73% are illiterate and dependent, 66% is BPL, 66% were in vulnerable situation and without sufficient food. This is the socio demographic profile of elderly persons in India, and you can see this table. This is the latest one, this statistical report in the year 2018. So here this table is showing the percentage of population in the age group 60 years and above to the total population. So mainly it shows the statistical data from India. So out of total population of India, so by the way, what is the total population of India? Find it out and message me. So out of that population, if you are taking percentage, 8.1 percentage are having, means 60 years and above in India. Okay, this is the percentage, okay, not the number. And you can see the percentage of Kerala. So out of all these states in India, the Kerala is the highest, 12.9. You can see separately the male, female, as well as rural and urban, it is given separately. So these are the demographics. So we can see the chart also, bar diagram. In this also you can see Kerala. So one thing we can predict that our treatment is better than any of the states in India, and our way of caring for old age is better than any other states in India. So that's a proud moment. Okay, and states with more than 9% of elderly population, this just a I have just shown in a simple way. The Kerala 12.9, Tamil Nadu just behind us 11, and Punjab and Odisha 10% each. And we are studying about the aging, and in Kerala the old age peoples, the number of old age peoples are going up. But what about these guys? Their age is going up or down?